We are going to jump right in now to our core finisher. It's just 6 minutes of targeted core engagement. It can be helpful to have a single dumbbell or a weight, but don't sweat it. You can do it without as well. We have 6 rounds here. We're doing interval training with 50 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. So the rest is really just to transition to the next exercise. Once I get this going, we've got 10 seconds on the clock. We'll begin with barrel rolls. So we're coming into a side plank. So we'll be here with the arm lifted, and we're just going to barrel roll under. So you come onto the toes and open. It's a single-sided exercise. Here we go. You roll under and open. So we're coming onto the edges of the feet and then onto the toes. We're here for 50 seconds. So that supporting shoulder directly over the wrist, hips square on the bottom of the movement, and then they open to the side on the way out. So like you're hugging a giant barrel here, rolling under, feel the engagement all the way around. Coming onto the balls of the feet, hips stay nice and low, and then we open. Single-sided exercise here, you should really feel it in that bottom side. Use your breath, so important in these core activations. And rest is to breathe deeply. A lot of times there can be a tendency to hold the breath. Here we go, we're in our halo with a side bend. So here you take the weight up and around. Keep a nice bend in the elbows. So we're really just wanting the trunk of the body to be engaged. So this is more of a core engagement focus as opposed to the arms. So you can keep that deep bend in the elbows. Take some of the strain off the shoulders. Nice wide circle here. And as you do that, can you magnetize the low ribs and the hip points together without collapsing in the chest and the heart? So stay nice and broad there, lowering down and coming up to the shins. Hips lower down to heels, and then we rise. Circle the head here, and rest. We're coming into the other side, our barrel roll. So I'll just switch sides here. I'm on my left arm now, opening to the side plank. Here we go, and wrapping it under. So notice if your hips tend to want to lift, especially as this gets challenging. Can you keep them nice and low? Can you add a micro bend in that supporting elbow to keep from collapsing into the joint? So for me, I have hyper flexibility in the elbow there. So it takes a lot of engagement, a lot of concentration. Can you create that muscle action by pressing through the finger pads of that bottom hand? Keep the hips low and even so you have that nice strong axis from the crown to the heels. Almost there, and rest. We're now in our weighted side plank. So you bring the weight onto your hip. I like to take this one on the forearm, so elbow directly under the shoulder, and it's just a dip. We're here. You can take the weight or leave it. These are just as challenging without the weight. Stay with it here. It's a tiny range of motion, but so powerful. You really feel the underside, the obliques firing up here. You got this. Keep the shoulders stacked over that supporting elbow. The palm is spreading, finger pads rooting down. We've got 10 more seconds. You got this. Take a breather as you need. Especially if your weight starts to get heavy, you can always drop it down and rest. Switching sides. I'll just turn to the other side of the mat. Here we go. We're in it. Lifting up and lowering down. You got this. Stay strong. Weighted side plank here. On the other side. Shoulders in one nice line, nice straight and strong. So you're in the horizontal plane. Just a tiny movement, lifting and lowering. Use your breath here. Collect as needed. If you need to lower down, we've got about 5 more seconds here. And rest. Come down. So our last movement pattern here, we're already at the end, is an isometric press. So I want you to come onto your back, knees directly over the hips. Press your hands into the upper thighs, into the hip creases. Let your head relax back. As you press into the thighs, hug the thighs into your hands. You should feel this fire all the way around the belly. So you're pushing as hard as you can with the heels of the hands into the hip creases, and you're drawing back as firmly as you can with the legs into the hands. This is an isometric hold. You can add a gentle curl to the tail. You might start to feel that shake in the belly. Almost there. Breathe through it. Stay strong till the very end. And rest. You made it to the end of your core finisher. It's a great way to just top off your workout and really create some integration in the belly to carry you through the rest of your day, to support your posture and to support your mood. I really appreciate you finishing your workout with me today and for letting your body be moved.